Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to the ScienceNest YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to explain you a 2018 Western Province first term test paper. We'll discuss the part 1. Out of the following statements, select the most suitable statement regarding microorganisms. First one is a hand lens can be used to observe microorganisms. No, from a hand lens we can't see microorganisms. We should use a compound light microscope to observe the microorganisms. Microorganisms are unicellular. It's wrong. They may be unicellular or multicellular. Third one is the correct answer here. These organisms cannot be seen to the naked eye. That is the answer. Answer number 3. Fourth one is wrong. All the microorganisms cause diseases to man is wrong. Only few microorganisms are there that can cause the diseases to man. Second one, which factor does not have an effect on the growth of microorganisms? Their temperature, moisture, and the pH value. All these three are affecting to the growth of microorganisms, but the pressure is not affecting to the growth of microorganisms. Third one, given below are several diseases caused by microorganisms. Select the correct microorganism relevant to the disease. Here the first one is the correct answer. Pityriasis is causing by fungi, but here the polio is causing by a virus, leprosy by a type of bacteria, and tuberculosis by protozoa. Tuberculosis by bacteria. So answer 1 is the correct answer here. Fourth one, a certain organism possesses a dry skin with scales. Some do not have legs. Reproduce by eggs. To which group of animals does this an organism belong to? Then answer is answer number 3. These animals belong to the group Reptilia. Question number 5. Select the answer that includes only invertebrates. Answer number 4 is the correct answer. Bat, beetle, sea animal, and butterfly all are invertebrates without a backbone. In the first answer, python has a backbone, so it is wrong. In the second answer, all these have got a backbone. And a third one, python has a backbone. So answer 4 is correct. All these animals have no backbone, so they all are invertebrates. Sixth one, which animal correctly responds with the relevant animal group? Sixth one, answer number 3 is correct. Loris belongs to the group Mammalia. Salamander is for the Amphibia group. Dolphin is in the Mammalian group. And tortoise are in the Reptilia group. Seventh one, what is the invertebrate group which shows metamorphosis? Metamorphosis means showing different morphological forms in different stages in their life cycle. These kind of morphological forms or different morphological forms can be seen in Arthropoda group and Amphibia group. But here they are asking which vertebrate group. What is the vertebrate group? So from the Amphibia and Arthropoda, Amphibia is the vertebrate group. So answer number 1 is correct here. If the Arthropoda group also showing metamorphosis, it's a type of invertebrate group. So answer 1 is the correct one here. 8. What is the raw material for photosynthesis? Answer number 2. Water is a raw material. 9th one. Out of the following statements, which statement is correct regarding leaf arrangement in plants? First one, the nature of margin of plant leaves is called leaf veins. No, it is wrong. Next one, plant venation is how the sequence of attachment of plant leaves to the stem. No. Answer third answer, this does not help to get maximum sunlight to the leaf. It's wrong. Answer 4 is the correct answer here. In guava, leaves are attached in a spiral manner around the stem. 10th question. Out of these, what is not an adaptation to prevent transpiration from plant leaves? Answer 1. Having a broad leaf blade is not an adaptation of the plant to prevent the transpiration. Transpiration means releasing water from the leaf surfaces, and from other parts of the plant also that is happening, but mainly transpiration is happening through the leaves. So that transpiration means vaporizing the water from the plant surfaces. Then is having a broad leaf blade is not an adaptation to prevent that. But second one is an adaptation. Leaves have been converted into thorns. Then from them the transpiration is not happening like the leaves. Having thin leaves is one thing, and having a thick wax cuticle also correct. Next one. Which plant has a photosynthetic stem? Answer 3. Daluk, because it's a green color stem. It possesses chlorophyll to do photosynthesis. 12th one. Select the answer with the correct type of root and the plant. Answer number 4 is the correct one. Adventitious roots are in pepper. Here adventitious root is a common name for all the other types of roots. That means the definition is other than the taproot and the branches, roots which arise from other parts of plants. Other than the taproot and its branches, the other roots that are arising from the other parts of the plant, like from the stem, from the branch, and all the places other than the taproot and the lateral root, all the other roots have a common name called adventitious roots. So answer 4 is correct, because pepper has climbing roots. Climbing roots also a type of adventitious root. So that is the correct answer. In orchid, there's no respiratory roots. In beetle, no aerial roots. In beetle, no stilt roots. So answer 4 is the correct one. 13. Which chemical in the laboratory is a solid with yellow color? It is sulfur. 14. Given below is a diagram where a piece of condis has been put into a beaker of water. What is the incorrect statement regarding the observation when this is kept for some time? Answer number 2 is the incorrect one. Condis particles enter into water particles is wrong. Not enter into water particles. Condis particles enter throughout water particles. First one also wrong. The color of condis spread. It's correct. The color of condis spreads in water also correct. Fourth one also correct. Particulate nature of matter can be proved from this activity, correct. Third one is the incorrect statement here. 15. What is the ascending order of densities of gold, aluminium, water and mercury? Answer number 4. Aluminium, water, gold to mercury. Mercury has the highest density. From that one you can take the answer number 4 as the correct one, because you should know mercury has the highest density. You no need to know about the other things, the densities of other things. Only thing you should know is the mercury has the highest density. From these given answers, mercury has the highest density. 16. Out of these, what is the property of metals? Answer number 4. Being a heat and electric conductor is a property of metal. Being a poor heat conductor, having a low melting point and brittleness are the properties of non-metals. 17. Out of the following metals, which answer includes only solid metals? Answer number 1. Calcium, copper, zinc, iron. All are solids. In the second answer, iodine is not a solid. In third answer, mercury is not a solid, it's a liquid. Iodine also a liquid. In fourth answer, carbon is not a metal. So answer number 1, calcium, copper, zinc and iron. 18. Which answer is correct regarding the boiling point of a certain thing? Answer number 3 is the correct one. A liquid turns into the state of gas as its boiling point. At its boiling point. That is the correct answer here. First one, boiling point of pure water is more than 100 Celsius is wrong. At the mountain top, it's not more than, it's lower than 100 Celsius at a mountain top. You should remember, when we are going up from the sea level, the boiling point of water and the boiling point of other liquids are increasing than the value in the sea level. When we are going up, that value is decreasing. So answer 1 is wrong. Boiling point decreases with the increase of atmospheric pressure. It also wrong. If the atmospheric pressure increase, boiling point also increase according to that. So second one also wrong. Third one is the correct answer. Fourth one, a solid turns into the state liquid. No, solid not turn into a liquid in the boiling point. 19. Which statement is incorrect regarding sound? Answer number 4 is correct. The answer you have to select it, but that sentence is incorrect. We'll see. The frequency of the sound that creates when the membrane of a tabla is stretched is lesser. No, when we stretch the membrane of the tabla more, then we can hear a large frequency. If it is less, the frequency also low. So answer 4 is the incorrect one here. 1, 2, 3 are correct. Sound is produced because of the vibration of objects. That is correct. Objects that create sounds are called sources of sound. Correct. Sound is created either naturally or artificially. It also correct. Answer number 4. 20. What is the incorrect statement regarding the A and B instances about the following statements? 20. Answer 2 and 4. Both are correct. At the instance B, the vibration of the hacksaw blade is invisible, but the sound is not. The reason is no sound is heard through the larger blade though the larger blade is vibrating. You can't hear any sound when we are vibrating the larger blade. That's why answer 2 and 4 are correct here. In 2, at the instance B, the vibration of the hacksaw blade is visible, but the sound is not is wrong. That situation is happening in A. Fourth one also wrong. The frequency of the vibration that occurs at the instance B is lesser than 20 Hz, also wrong, because if it less than 20 Hz, we can't hear. But in B situation, we can hear the sound. So 4 also wrong. Incorrect answer. 2 and 4 are incorrect statement. We'll see the first one. At the instance A, the vibration of the hacksaw blade is visible, but the sound is not audible. Correct. Audible means, not audible means cannot hear. Next one, third one, the vibration that occurs at instance A is lesser than 20 Hz, also correct. That's why we can't hear that sound. Now we will move to the part 2 of this paper. First question, A part. The major reason for the beauty and the wonder of a forest is the diversity of plants. The reason for this vast diversity is morphological features of plants. Morphological features means Rupiya Lakshana, the features that we can see. First one, name the parts from A to F in this plant leaf. A is the petiole. I'll type the answers here, then you also can write them in your writing paper. A is the petiole. B is blade. C is margin. D is veins. E tip. F base. What is the major function of a plant leaf? The function is doing photosynthesis. That is the main function. Write two adaptations of a plant leaf for the above mentioned function. That means, what are the adaptations of the plant leaf to do photosynthesis well? Then one is flat and thin surface. Flat and thin surface. If you want, you can write them as two answers. Flat surface. Another one is thin surface. Those are the adaptations of the plant leaves for the photosynthesis. Those two adaptations are to expose to light over a broad area and allow light to penetrate fully into the tissues. That's why they have the flat surface and thin surface. Write examples for each of the roots given below, selecting from the plants within brackets. We'll see the first one. Storage roots are for the radish. Aerial roots are for vanilla. Propagative roots are for carapincha. You have seen around one carapincha plant, there are so many small carapincha plants because from their roots new plants are coming out. That's why we are calling them as propagative roots. Climbing roots are there for beetle. They are helping the beetle to climb up to a plant. B part, given below is a diagram that shows several groups of animals and the relevant organisms for each of the group. Use the words inside brackets to fill in the blanks. First of all, we will fill these blanks. Here you can see jellyfish, the PQ and PRQR and the mollusca. Those are the groups of organisms. So first of all, we will fill the groups. Jellyfish belongs to the group Cnidaria. Cnidaria is starting from letter C. Here it's wrong. Leech belongs to the group Annelida. Centipede belongs to the group Arthropoda. Then you can write another example for each. Here jellyfish and sea animal. In Annelida group, there's another one. It is the earthworm. In mollusca group, the example given here is the bivalve. Here in arthropoda group, the other example is the butterfly. Now we will see the answers for the questions. Select and write the suitable groups of animals for P and Q squares. P and Q squares. P is Cnidaria, Q square, Arthropoda. Select suitable animals for A, B, C, D. You can see A, sea animal, B, butterfly, C is the example for mollusca, it is bivalve, D, earthworm. What is meant by animal classification? I'll write the answer here. Categorizing animals in a systematic way by considering their common features. By considering their common features, this is the definition for the animal classification. Categorizing animals in a systematic way by considering their common features. We'll see the answers for the second question now. The organisms in our surrounding are classified into three major groups called plants, animals, and microorganisms. Explain who is a microorganism. Here I'll write the definition for microorganism. Unicellular or multicellular organism which are invisible to the naked eye. This is the definition. Although it is difficult for microorganisms to live successfully, right to environments where microorganisms can live successfully. Asking microorganisms environments. One type of environment is there as hostile environments. In these kind of environments, most of the other organisms cannot live, but only microorganisms can live. But here, according to the question, they are asking the normal environments that the microorganisms can live successfully. So the answer may be soil, water, atmosphere. I will type only two answers here, soil and water. Atmosphere also correct. Food spoilage is one of the main disadvantage caused by microorganisms. Now in question for that, write two features that can be used to find out a rotten food. Two features of rotten food should write here. You can write bad odor, that means bad smell, and also color change can be seen. Texture also changing. Fourth one, the activity of microorganisms is minimum in a food kept in a refrigerator. Write two factors that are controlled here. Inside a refrigerator, there are two factors that can control. One is temperature, the other one is moisture. Next one, write two diseases caused by one group of microorganisms called protozoa. Asking two diseases. One is malaria, it's a protozoa disease. Other one is amoebosis. Now we will see the B part. Put tick if the statement given below are right and put cross if the statements given below are wrong. Cassowary is a bird who cannot fly. Yes, that's correct. Cassowary is a flightless bird, cannot fly. It's correct. Glucose is a pure compound. Yes, it's correct. Aloe vera leaf conserves water, correct. Radish has adventitious roots, correct. Gold and jewelry get damaged when they are touched with mercury, also correct. All the sentences are correct here. Third question. There is a great diversity among the animals in our surrounding. They have been classified for the easiness of study. Complete the following table based on the classification of animals and their features. Here, first we will complete them. Using fins is the locomotion method. So the organism may be the fish. The group belongs is the viscous. And the respiratory structure is the gills. Salamander belongs to the amphibia group. Respiratory structure is lungs and locomotion is done by limbs or legs. We are calling them as limbs also. Aves, the organism we can take birds. Group Aves, respiratory structure is the lungs. Locomotion is done by wings. Next one, jointed appendages are there for the arthropoda group organisms. And one example is butterfly. There are so many other examples of insects for the group arthropoda. B part. Select the suitable answer for part A from part B and write the relevant letter on the dotted line. Have external earlobes. I'll match them. External earlobes are there for the loris because loris is a type of mammal. The activity of microorganisms on food with protein is putrefaction. You can remember it because a protein also starting from P, putrefaction also starting from P. A storage stem is for sugar cane. We are eating sugar cane. There are propagative roots for carpincha. Has a thick texture. Answer is sandpaper. It should not like thick texture. We have to correct it as a rough texture. Sandpaper has a rough texture. Sound is produced by the fast motion of their wings. Bees are vibrating their wings and producing a sound. Bees humming is producing by vibrating their wings. Fourth one, fill in the table considering the physical properties of matter. Solid shape has a definite shape and also has a definite volume. Another thing, when we are applying pressure, we cannot compress them. Cannot compress. Next one, about the liquid. No definite shape, but there's a definite volume. There's a definite volume. About the pressure, we cannot compress it. Cannot compress. About the gas, no definite shape, no definite volume and can compress. By applying a force, we can compress. By applying a pressure, we can compress into a small volume. B part. Given below are several substances necessary for a science experiment. Density bottle, distilled water, beaker, filter paper, brackish water, thermometer and fresh water. What is called the density of a substance? You have to write the definition of density here. Mass of a unit volume. Mass of a unit volume of a substance is called the density of something. Write the density of brackish water, distilled water and fresh water according to an ascending order. You know, in distilled water, nothing has dissolved more than H2O. So distilled water, the mass of a unit volume is very low. So from ascending order, you have to start from distilled water. In fresh water, there are some things. There are small amount of water, a salt dissolved in that. In brackish water, there are some more amount of salt than the fresh water. So the density of brackish water is higher than the fresh water. Write another name for the density bottle. There's another name given in your textbook. That is the specific gravity bottle. Specific gravity bottle. What instrument should be taken from the above table to find out the purity of water? To find the purity of water, we can check whether the water has the correct value of boiling point. Then we can heat the water and check it by using a thermometer. Check the boiling point by using a thermometer and check whether it's 100 or not. If it is 100, that is pure water. If it's not 100, that means it is not pure. Then the things we want to boil the water, we have to write the things we want. We will take beaker. To put the water, we have to take beaker, and to measure the temperature value, we have to use thermometer. Explain how you can find out the purity of distilled water using those instruments. Then you have to write the method briefly. Add the distilled water to the beaker. Normally we are taking boiling tube to boil something, but it has not given here. That's why I wrote as beaker. And heat it. While measuring temperature. Check whether the water boils at 100 Celsius. Whether the water boils at 100 Celsius. Now we will move to the fifth question. Given below are several setups prepared by a group of grade 8 students. What is your observation in setup A? I'll type the answers here. Setup A, the observation is wax is melting by starting from the candle to away from the candle. Wax is starting to melt. What is your conclusion according to the observation? Conclusion is copper can conduct heat. That is why the wax is heating and they are melting. Copper can conduct heat. Name two other things that can be used to get this observation like copper. That means asking some more things that can conduct electricity, that can conduct heat like this. And write aluminium, iron. Those are metals, so they can conduct heat. What is your observation in setup B? Observation is red color soak up through the piece of chalk. Red color soak up through the piece of chalk. That is the observation. What is your conclusion according to the observation? Conclusion is solid matter is discontinuous. Now we will move to the third part of that. A part. Write two observations you can get from setup C. I'll write two observations for that. Inflate the balloon. balloon is inflating. The other one is heat the bottle. Bottle is heating. What is the reason for the observation in the balloon? The reason is release carbon dioxide during the reaction. Release carbon dioxide during the reaction between yeast and sugar. Which material with a bad smell is produced inside the sugar solution in the bottle because of the activity of yeast? That is alcohol. Alcohol also producing during this practical or in reaction. Write an instance where the process in C is used in daily life. We are using it when making bakery products. We will move to the question number 6. Given below is a structure of a musical instrument which can be made easily. How does this musical instrument produce sound? You can see there are strings. So the sound is producing by vibrating strings. Name another 2 musical instruments that produce sound like this. You can write violin, sitar, guitar are correct. Write how the frequency of the sound is made by the musical instrument change in each of the following instances. When the vibrating length of the strings get decreased, what happened to the frequency? Frequency also decrease. By increasing the amount of tension of strings, then frequency increase. With the tension, frequency also increasing. Write 2 other ways how sound is produced from the musical instruments. You can write vibrating membrane. Another one, vibrating air column. Next one, write one example for each. For vibrating membrane, you can write drum, rabana, dowla. For vibrating air column, you can write flute, trumpet. Now we will see the B part. Select the suitable answer for the blanks and fill in the blanks. Is used abundantly in cultural festivals. We can write any ancient traditional musical instrument. Here the answer has not given, so we can write anything. Dowla. A black substance is made when iron powder is the answer here. And iron powder is mixed with sulfur powder and heat. Is a brown color gas? Answer is nitrogen dioxide. Question number 7. Purity of things can be determined by using the melting points of things. What is called the melting point of a substance? Here I'll write the definition for the melting point. The temperature at which a solid turns to its liquid. Given below is a setup prepared to find out the melting point of water. You can see there are ice cubes. Temperature is measuring until all the ice is turning into the liquid water. Name A, B, C in the diagram. Here A, thermometer. B, you have to write it as spiral. To mix this, we are using that. And the next you have to name C, it is the stand. What is your special observation at the melting point of a certain substance of the reading of the thermometer? Temperature is not changing until all the solids turn to liquid. Temperature is not changing until all the solid is turned to liquid. How is melting point is determined? Used to determine the polarity of a certain substance. It's a wrong question. So no need to write the answer for that. B part, there are different physical properties of matter. Write physical properties in these two. And we will write copper. It has the ductility property. Glass has the brittleness. It can be break easily, broken easily. Write an instance where the physical properties given below is used. Conductivity of electricity is using in copper. Hardness is using in iron. Which elements are in the following compound? Copper sulfate formula is CuSO4. And you have to write the elements in that. You have to write copper, sulfur, and oxygen. Carbon dioxide means CO2. That means the elements are carbon and oxygen. This is the end of our video. Thank you for watching and subscribe the channel to watch more videos like this.